Good day, everybody. I hope that you're well and also hope that you are having a good day so far. Today, we'll be doing our grade 5 to 8 English lesson on possessive pronouns. And before we start, we're going to log on to aplusstudents.ca. Once you've logged on to aplusstudents.ca with our username as well as our password, and then we're going to select the subject of English language arts. We're doing grade 5 to 8. And then we're going to scroll down up until we get to our chapter of possessive pronouns. All right. So we see that our chapter is possessive pronouns. Our subject is English language arts. We're doing grade 5 to 8. And in the lessons that we are going to be focusing on after um the that we're going to be focusing on under the chapter of possessive pronouns, it's to use possessive pronouns. Hi, Kevin. So we're going to use possessive pronouns. In order for us to use possessive pronouns, we need to know what possessive pronouns are. All right, so some possessive pronouns, right? They come before a noun. So some possessive pronouns, they come before a noun. And possessive pronouns, right? They are words like my, your, his, her, its, our, and their. Possessive pronouns, it basically shows that something belongs to me or belongs to someone or someone has something or owns something. right? So we see our possessive pronoun, it indicates that something, you know, we are basically saying who or what owns something or who or what has something. And the words that we are going to be using to show that this person or thing owns something or has something, we're going to use words like my, your, his, her, its, our, or their. And if we look at an example, right, of a possessive pronoun, it says that is Tasha's car. So Tasha is the name of the person. So Tasha is the name of the person. But now remember we said we want this is a possessive pronoun and pronouns takes the place of a noun. So if we want to say that it is Tasha's car, all right. So we said Tasha's car. So that is Tasha's car. But remember, we need to replace Tasha with a pronoun, and a pronoun takes the place of a noun. So that word then changes. So instead of saying that is Tasha's car, we can say that is her car. And her is a possessive pronoun. And once again, remember a possessive pronoun. The pronoun, it takes the place of the noun. It takes the place of the nouns. Instead of saying Nadine, you're going to say she or you're going to say her, depending on what belongs to me, right? And some possessive pronouns, they appear without a noun. And if they appear without the noun, then we can say things like they are mine, yours, his, hers, it's, ours, and theirs, right? So if we want to, for example, say that it is Tasha's car, or that is Tasha's car, remember we don't want Tasha's name because that's a noun. We are looking at the pronoun. Then we can say that is Tasha's car, so we can either say that is hers. So you can either say that is hers or that is her car. It really depends. That is hers. And some of our possessive pronouns that appear without the noun, it's words like mine, yours, his, hers. It's ours, theirs. All right. So remember we said possessive nouns or possessive pronouns. Okay. And remember, we see that pronouns, it takes the place of a noun, or possessive pronouns takes the place of a noun. And we said if it takes the place of a noun, right, then it's almost like the wording is shortened. And here we have a few examples of possessive noun, which is my, your, his, her, its, our, and their. All right. And instead of saying it's Nadine's toy, it belongs to Nadine, you're going to add an apostrophe as well as an S to a specific word. But before we even do that, right, we need to change that specific word to a pronoun. So instead of saying an apostrophe and an S to show that it is Nadine's or it belongs to Nadine's, you can just say it belongs to her. It belongs to him. Because opposites of pronouns. All right. And remember once again with possessive pronouns. All right, so now we're going to aplusstudents.ca. Remember, if for example you own a bicycle, right? If you own a bicycle, and then you, for example, say that it is my bicycle, right? But instead of just saying it's my bicycle, you can also say it's mine, or you can say it is his bicycle, or it is their bicycle, right? That is what we mean when we talk about a possessive pronoun. All right, so now we're going to aplusstudents.ca and we're going to look at more examples of how to use possessive pronouns. And we said possessive pronouns comes before a noun. For example, saying this is my, your, his, her, it's out there. And we made an example of Tasha's car. It belongs to Tasha, right? But if we want to replace her name with a pronoun, then we say it is her car. And when it comes to possessive pronouns, right, if there's possessive pronouns that appears without the name, then we need to use words like they are mine, yours, his, hers, it's ours, and theirs. And that is there we have the word there, which is the difference between THERE and that one. And it says, the saddle belongs to Mr. Warren. It's it is saddle. If something belongs to Mr. Warren, what do we have to say? It is saddle. All right. So if we say that saddle belongs to Mr. Warren, then we need to add our possessive pronoun over here. It is saddle. If we refer to Mr. Warren's saddle, then what do we say? It is saddle. Something belongs to Mr. Warren. If something belongs to Mr. Warren, then what does it mean? We need to choose a pronoun that replaces Mr. Warren. A saddle is that thingy that you put on top of the horse. The thing that you put on the horse's back, and then you sit on it. That's a saddle. So we can say that saddle belongs to Mr. Warren. So we can say it is his saddle. His saddle, because that is the pronoun that we're looking for. His saddle. All right. If we look at the next one, so it is his bag, his saddle, and the reason why we chose specifically his the word that we must change into a pronoun. All right. So if we look at another example, right? Not even an example, more like an activity. It says those bottles. So bottles are things. So we say those bottles, right? They are bottles. If those bottles belongs to them. So if those bottles belongs to them, then whose bottles are they? We need to choose the pronoun. So if bottles belongs to them, then what can we say? Whose bottles are they? So the bottles belongs to them. We must say they are bottles. All right. And if we were to say those bottles belongs to them, then it is their bottle. I can't seem to get. So then we say it is their bottle, right? So the bottle belongs to them. They are their bottles. And let's look at the last one and then we're going to our test. It says, the garden belongs to that woman. So the garden belongs to that woman. It says, the garden belongs to that woman. If the garden belongs to that woman, then whose garden is it? It is garden. If we're referring to the woman, then what are we going to say? Are we going to say, it is my garden, it is your garden, his garden, it is her garden, it is our garden, or it is their garden? Which one are we going to choose? All right, so we say the garden belongs to that woman, and then we say it is her garden. If something belongs to her or to a woman, then it's hers. If something belongs to a man, then it's his. If something belongs to more than one person, then it's either ours, theirs, them, and so on. All right, so it is her garden. So now let's go to our test, where we are going to choose the possessive pronoun. And remember, we need to, a possessive pronoun takes the place of a noun. We use words like my, your, his, her, it's, our, they, right? To show it belongs to someone or someone owns something, right? And we can also use mine, yours, his, her, it's, our, theirs, if it comes after or it appears without a noun, right? So now let's go to our text. We need to complete the sentence with the correct possessive pronoun. The possessive pronoun, it shows who or what owns something or has something. All right, so we can say we need to complete the sentence with the correct possessive noun pronoun. That room belongs to me. So if something belongs to me, then we can say it is. Do we say it is option one, your room? Do we say it is my room, option two, or do we say it is his room, option three? What is the correct answer? That room belongs to me. Do we say it is yours? It is my, it is his room. All right, the next, not even the next one, it says that room belongs to me. So we can say it is option two. Yes, it is my room. Something belongs to me, then it is my room. So well done. Option two is correct. The next one says, those books belong to the seventh graders. So we say those books belongs to the seventh graders. And then we can say they are, do we say they are yours books, option one? They are their books, option two? Or do we say they are his books, option three? And if we were to choose the correct one, then we will say those books belong to the seventh graders. They are their books. Yes. Option two is correct. Their. That toy belongs to Jake. If the toy belongs to Jake, then we say it is yours. Okay, if we want to say that toy belongs to Jake, yes, then we can say option two. It is his toy because Jake is a boy, right? So if something belongs to Jake, which is a boy, then we say it is his toy. Well done. The next one says that garden belongs to that woman. So if the garden belongs to that woman, then whose garden is it? Is it yours garden, her garden, or his garden? Yours option one, her option two, or his option three. And then lastly, we can say that garden belongs to that woman, so we can say it is her garden. The those bunnies belong to Luther and me. The bunnies. If something belongs to someone and me, do we say they are yours, bunny? If it belongs to someone like me and somebody, do you say it belongs to it's they are our bunnies, or do we say they are his bunnies, Luther and I, or Luther and me? All right, so we can say those bunnies belong to Luther and me. And if those bunnies belong to Luther and me, then we say they are ours. Because remember, if something belongs to me and someone, then we say it is ours. Something belongs to you and someone else, or the next person, or two other people, then we can say it is theirs. Right? So theirs refers to other people's plural form. If it's mine and someone's, then we can say it is ours. All right. And then the last one says, that saddle belongs to Miss Warren. That saddle belongs to Miss Warren. If the saddle belongs to Miss Warren, do we say it is yours saddle, her saddle, or his saddle? All right, so we can say that saddle belongs to Miss Warren. And if the saddle belongs to Miss Warren, then we say it is her saddle. Something belongs to a woman, then we say it is hers. Something belongs to a man, we say it is his. All right. And then this is not the end of our lesson. We did possessive pronouns. We said possessive pronouns. It shows what someone owns or what someone has, what belongs to someone. And we use possessive pronouns like mine and hers and his, theirs and ours, right? So if something belongs to me, it is mine. If something belongs to the next person, it is her or his or theirs or ours, right? So this is the end of our lesson on possessive pronouns. Thank you very much for joining the class, and I really hope you're going to have a good weekend further. We'll see each other next week. So be safe and have a good weekend. Goodbye. See you Monday. Bye.